It's all in our hands. World of Wayne, where the legends are made. Crafting dreams with glue and a blade. Sci-fi wonders and fantasies glow. Pop culture streams where imaginations flow. light. Wayne's got the glue and the chat's alive. Together we thrive with our craft and drive. World of Wayne where the legends are made. Crafting dreams with glue and a blade. Sci-fi wonders and fantasies glow. Pop culture streams where imaginations flow.
You're right. You're right. I'm here as old, and I put that countdown clock in there. I forgot to mute the clip, which I normally do. So that beeping is probably from the countdown clock. I didn't think of that. But I'm starting to learn it, so I'll just make sure I change that next time. You'll notice I got the spelling mistake where it said thank you for you support. I've changed it to your now. And Steve, you see your name's on there now, which is all cool. We are really, really hot in the UK today. So obviously it's my birthday last week, and someone bought me the Amber Nectar. Not even sponsored by Foster's, but this was my drink of choice growing up. So I was happy to have either a Castlemaine 4X or a Foster's. So cheers everybody, I got a Foster's tonight. First things first, I'm going to thank Howard. Howard, thank you so much. Where are you? Look at this. Howard's already donated $50 to the stream, and that's really a big help with the premium car repairs I've had. I'll go into that in the morning. But every time you do that, Howard, I've been dashed. And so much so, you've got your own meme now.
Matthias Fornici super chatted $5. You are super muffled right now.
So every time someone donates, I just use the dashed. Look, Matthias as well. Matthias, thank you so much. You just dashed me. Love it. Gotta love a bit of dashing. Okay, ET. I got my ET box delivered, so that's going to be on the channel on Monday. It's a ginormous box, absolutely ginormous. I'm trying to figure out how do I get the feet on, because obviously we've attached ET to the base, so there's no way to kind of slip the feet on. So I haven't looked at the instructions yet, so that's something that I've got to figure out how to do. But it is really hot in the UK, so much so that I really forgot to actually go outside and film how hot it actually is on the Weatherstone. But what I did do was I filmed something in the workshop, because I now have a oh, there's me again. I now have a new guest in the workshop. Check this out. Well, that didn't work. Stand by. So what you're looking at here is the retro room, but the little space Mrs. Welder Wayne's got now is right here. As you can see, she's already making it her own, and it's got this beast in it. Oh, you gotta love it. Now, I would say that Mrs. Welder Wayne will be up here using that, but no chance, because it's like, 50 degrees up here. What you didn't realise was last week, I was about 8:30, I was almost fainting, and I don't know why. I think it was just so hot up here. It's not as hot today, but I've got plenty of liquids and I've stayed hydrated, so I'm sure I'm going to be absolutely fine today. But you will notice that I'm not using my microphone. I'm using my new microphone, which is one of these DJIs. The reason I'm using this is because it links directly to my Pocket 3, which is what I take around with me when I'm doing the thing like Southend Pier and stuff, or what I'm doing on Sunday. And so let's bring that up here. On Sunday, from 10 o'clock, I'm going to be at the Handslop Village Hall for Small Space 12, where they have got a 60th anniversary of Thunderbirds on. So I'm guessing there's going to be a lot of Thunderbird stuff here. Oh, hang on, I got the wrong mic. Got the wrong mic there. Stand by. I will fix that. There we go. That's better. Right. So I will be at the Handslop Village Hall on Sunday from 10 o'clock, where they have got a Thunderbirds displays on. They've also got the Apollo Soyuz test project in there, and loads of model stuff. Now, we did lose one of the small space members of Tony James a few months ago. So there is a dedication to him at this event. But Timeless Hobby stand is going to be run by Davey Lindbergh there. We're also going to have my friend Gary. Anything to do with Quatermass and the Pit or Doctor Who, go see Gary. We're going to have, I mean, just look at them. We've got Andy, who does the inner lights from Canadian Starship Stream. All the stuff in there. I mean, look at some of these ships here. We've also got our very own Keith from Cosmic Scale Models. Keith's going to be there. It's a really tiny venue. It's quite funny. Richard Ashton, his models are amazing. But I'm telling you, going to have a fun time. So I will get some footage from that. There's probably going to be some Daleks there. They normally have quite a big things there as well. But it's going to be a fun show. Look, Daleks there. Look, Wayne Minnie's going to be there, talking about the some of the pictures of his 4-foot Enterprise that he did for the Milton Keynes Museum. It's going to be fun. And entry is like £5. So, but it's just outside kind of Northampton Way. It's about 5 minutes from the M1. But yeah, Hanslop. And it's called Small Space. And it really isn't a small space. It's in like a village community centre, which is quite crazy. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And I thought what I'm going to do is I'm going to have my... oh my God, hang on a second. I'll get that in a second.
Died super chatted $99.99.
It
Well,
puts
here's
me
to
off 'cause
car
it's
repairs and
speaking to
dashing,
me.
and I see you and the bonding with Esther's other boyfriend.
Popped him with Esther's other boyfriend. I'll get that in a second. But yeah, so I wanted a solution because I'm doing this West Highland Way and I've been walking my 7 miles a day. I wanted a solution where I'm not carrying so much like a transmitter around with me and a receiver around with me and then plugging that in there and then making sure they're all charged. With this, I could just turn it on and link straight to my pocket free. And the good thing is I've just realised tonight that I can use the audio of this on that as well. So that's what you're hearing. So I'm hoping the sound's kind of okay. Now, for that reason, you will notice that this week's been a bit of a pain with edits. If my videos aren't up to perfect scratch quality, it's because I am still learning DaVinci Resolve. I am making errors. I made a big one this morning, and it took me about 3 hours to edit a video, which was just never happens. But I have done a build, which I haven't done for 4 months. 4 months? Perhaps 5 months tomorrow. And I know a lot of you are going, he's done the Titanic finally. No, I haven't done the Titanic. I've done an episode of the Enterprise D. So pack 11 of the Enterprise D is going to be on the channel tomorrow. So I hope you enjoy that. That's going to be fun. The Great Outdoors was the movie. Well done, Carl, for getting that. I thought because it's so hot out there today, and it is about 32 at the moment still, I thought that I'll put it out there. I do like Dan Aykroyd and John Candy, so... That scene is where they're hunting for a bat, if you've seen the film. Very good. Wayne's rum counter. I'm not on the rum tonight. It's the beer tonight. It's the beer tonight. Down Mac 3D, it's his pacemaker. Is that a noise pacemakers make when they go off? It's so hot in Mississippi that 2 hobbits just ran past them for a ring at me. The thing is, we've got this crazy heat here, and it's 32 here. I don't know what's 32 degrees. Standby. I've got to help you Americans out in Fahrenheit. There we go. It's 89.6 degrees Fahrenheit here. I'm guessing there's people in America at the moment who is like it's way hotter. The difference is we don't have aircon, so we have to deal with it without aircon. Pretty crazy, but you know what? I'm going to appreciate the heat because I did get a little bit sunburned when I went to the air show the other day. But it's going to be winter soon. The summer solstice has passed, so all the nights are drawing in. Christmas is coming. It's going to be freezing cold. So, yeah, there you go. Where are we then? I am super muffled. The sound is bad. Oh, hang on. The sound is muffled now. Test. Oh, okay. I might have to switch back then. Hello. Okay, it might be muffled because I put this in. Don't know. I will figure this out. I haven't figured it out. Let's go back to the other mic. Hang on. Stand by. I've got it here. We are good to go. Woo! See, it's not all singing and dancing. I've got to open something first, though. So if I go like that, I will turn this one off. And then I'm on this mic. You have to tell me how that sounds. How does that sound? So why are we muffled? I can't. Oh, shit! The magnet just fell. We got this sound muffler here, which plugs into the top, but I don't quite know. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. No idea. No idea. But you should be able to hear me fine on this mic now. Thank you for that. But people are telling me I have fixed it now. I fixed it. Yes, I am drinking the amber nectar. Ah, so it is true Australian drink, Fosters. I thought that was a myth. Forex, that sort of disappeared in the 90s. Is Forex still available in Australia? I don't know. No idea. Hi, Pete Cooper. How's it going? Is Esther in the corner? No, she's not. She's downstairs at the moment. Yeah, Sam was having an issue. That's because of the that new thing, which I've got to figure out how to use. I said it's so new. I haven't used it. They shortened me the shoulder sensors in the last pack. Oh, no. They're going to send that to you, Lou, I hope. I very much hope they're going to send that to you. But I've got all these body pieces. I've got the belly and the feet, and I don't know how they go together. I will get that done for Monday, but that just arrived today. By the way, I went to see Jurassic World. What's it called? Rebirth or something? I don't know. I really enjoyed it. That film was better than any of the Chris Pratt Jurassic Worlds. So if you haven't seen it, go and see it. I'm hoping to see Superman on Monday. I was going to go tomorrow. It just means leaving the dogs too far alone. I'll see how I feel tomorrow. But for all of you members there, you've got a new icon. You've got a new emoji. You've got a Superman emoji. So if you type in Superman or look at your emojis, you've got a Superman logo in there. So I thought I'd do that for the benefit. Some people are saying that the standard base fits in the premium base, Wayne, but they can't be right, surely. But not got my pack, so I don't know. Well, I'm not doing the premium base part where Ben, so I don't know. I haven't got a clue. But it is worrying because ET's frame is connected to that base. We screwed him in. So I don't quite know how the feet go on without having to take it off and slip them over. I don't know. Don't know. I need to drag the AC up there. Nah, I can deal with it. I'm not up here that often. And when I am, it's normally playing Warcraft at night sort of thing. So you need a lav mic. That was a lav mic. Look, there. The sound's gone again. Is it me or does Wayne sound like he's sitting in a tube pipe? We fixed it. We fixed it. Hopefully. I am using a different mic. Don't worry. Everyone's gonna tell me in a minute that we've Hello, Phil. How's it going? Everyone's gonna tell me in a minute that the sound's now fixed. So this is definitely the best mic. This is a good mic, but I've got to figure out how to use it because I've used it once already. Oh, wait a minute. Have I got to take something off? I think there's a thingy on it. I haven't taken the plastic off. That's how new it is. Oh, you're gonna get ads unless you've got some ad blocker on because there's conservative ads on YouTube now, and I don't know why that is. So there you go. IXO has entered the Australian market finally with a racing bike collection. I wonder if that means we'll be getting part works from them soon. Hopefully. Thank you, Howard. Well, here's the car repairs and dashing. I see. I've got to do it again. I've got to do it again. I've been dashed. Where's my dash? There we go. With Esther's other boyfriend. Anyway, so the car. My car went in for a wheel bearing again. Now, this is the 6th wheel bearing in 5 years. I don't know what it is about Nissan Notes and wheel bearings. They just go through them. And it's always normally the back left or the near side rear which goes first. And then I guarantee in a couple of months' time, the other one's going to go. No idea what's causing it. But I had that done and I figured, you know what, while we're having that done, I might as well get the car serviced as well. So I got serviced yesterday, I think it was. So I thought, you know what? I don't want to see another car at the moment. I don't want to look at cars. So that's why I've done the U-boat today. And tomorrow I've done the Enterprise D. So that's going to be quite fun. Wait, did you have the premium for the Tumbler? I didn't know. If so, is the stand worth it? I didn't get the stand for the Tumbler, so I don't know. They are working on a fix, though, apparently. So I don't know how that's going to work, but I guarantee it's going to involve taking it apart again. Hopefully, they'll do sort of like a step-by-step thing to show you how to take it apart, I guess. So, where's the Agora Vanish Appit did lot? What? Where's the Agora Vanish Appit did lots? Sorry, Darren, I don't know what that means. Do we have a time to get a ticket for Small Space? Yeah, you'd love it. Old Keith's going to be there. I will film some footage on Sunday. It's gonna be a good giggle. But I will film. It's our version of Wonderfest on an extremely tiny scale. Extremely tiny scale. You know, like that Simpsons episode where you've got that Petri dish and it's got a whole universe inside, and like Bart's looking over it. The small space is like that little Petri dish. It's tiny. Hi Ian, how's it going? Hello, Mrs. Rhoda Wayne and everyone in chat. You'll have to drink a lot of rum. Oops, I have water. No, I'm on the beer tonight. I said I haven't had a Foster's in years. I'm talking over 10 years. And it tastes exactly like I remember it, to be honest with you. So, not bad. Not bad. As a matter of fact, I think I had a Foster's the time when you had the different ring pools. You know, where the whole pool came away. That's probably the last time I had a Foster's. Hi, Adam. Wondering if you're working on the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, also the RMS Titanic doing. I keep trying to get on that Titanic, but I don't want to be putting decals down in this heat, I'll be honest with you. So that's the next thing I've got to do on that. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, I did do one in the last 3 weeks, so there'll probably be one next week. I have got quite a bit to do on that. But I'm trying to think what I'm really behind on at the moment. I'm really behind on the DeLorean. I'm behind on the Millennium Falcon. The Enterprise, I'm starting to get back on top of that now. But the Lancaster I've deliberately not done because you don't want to see me build another engine, so I'm going to do that off camera. And there's another one like that as well. The International Space Station. You don't want to see me do another solar panel cell. So I'm just going to do it and just say I've done it, if that makes sense. So I'm hoping I fix the sound now. So we'll have to see what people say. Wayne, it's pronounced hand slope. Hand slope. Hand slop. Hand slope. Really? Hand slope. Hand slop village or slop. Hand slop sounds better. Is it hand slope, really? I thought it was slop. Why do I think it's slop? Don't know. I'm sure there's another place around here that ends in slope and you pronounce it slop. Wait, did you have... I've answered that one. Does axe taking actually work? Seeing the ship is moving at multiple speeds of light, is it just badly matched repair patterns with the ship upgrades? I don't know. But it looks good in dry dock or, you know, space dock when the camera pans across it very slowly for half an hour. You know what? That when I first really was into like model building and stuff like that, and I first saw Star Trek the Motion Picture, I just got fed up of just that whole scene with them going to the Enterprise and going around it. I was like, please just get on with the story. I've seen the ship. That's what I was like. But I am going to the cinema. I said I'm going to be seeing Superman. There's one other film I wanted to see. Mrs. Walter Wayne's going to have to remind me. There's another film I want to see. Oh, I still want to see 28 Years Later. I haven't seen that yet. Let's spend the rest of the chat discussing Robbie the Robot. What, the Robbie the Robot that Lou was seeing at the model show he's just come back from? Lou, you didn't answer last week, or you might have, and I missed it. Did you got your Enterprise D back now, haven't you? You managed to transport it back from... Where was you? Missouri? I said Michigan, didn't I? I think you were in Missouri. I can't pronounce your American states. Missouri. That sounds right. Missouri. Wait, my B25 dioramas are done. Tiny B225. Oh my God. Steve, why are you saying 89? What's that? Oh, is that the temperature, Fahrenheit? I gotcha. I have to remember what I said 10 minutes ago. It's a challenge. It's a challenge that I will work through. 21 this. How is it only 21 in Truro? Chris, it's baking hot here. I'm telling you, it's terrible. It was nearly 100 degrees yesterday. Oh my God. Just so you know, Wayne, Storm Gaming, Matthias and Tony Fisher, your thing's been posted out. So it shouldn't be long before you get your mugs or your board games or anything like that. So that's on the way. Looks like I had a baby triple on me. Well, this is the, the wind guard, but it's because I've got a fan, literally. Look, you can see it. The fan is in my face big time because it's so hot. I would have an air conditioning unit up here, but my electric bill at the moment's already going. So hot the ants hatched. The ants what? Yesterday like a storm. You do have a day in the summer where we do get flying ants in the UK. I don't know if that's worldwide thing. You sort of get a flying ant day where they're just flying ants everywhere. I'm really ahead of schedule, am I? I'm never though. 87 here, but daily flash floods watch. I couldn't believe the flash floods in Texas. We're getting it on the news over here. That is crazy. That is crazy. You're talking from a guy that was brought up with, J.R. Ewing and Dallas and all the oil companies. And to us on TV, Dallas was just a parched city and a parched landscape with no greenery at all. And the first time I landed in Dallas, I'm like, there's green grass here. This is crazy. And now you're getting floods. Ah, mad. Very mad. British right to complain about the weather. Too hot, too cold, too dry, too wet. And we need to talk about tea. We talk about it over tea. Must have a cup of tea. I said to Mrs. Wayne, turn Lou's mic on. I can't hear him. You can hear me now, though, right? You should be able to hear me right now. We're talking to Mrs. Wayne. What I want to do is I want to be in the middle of nowhere where, you're fighting for survival. It's one of those survival things. There's nothing there. And I want to do what the old British used to do during, the early 19th century, where they set up a table for me and I'll have porcelain china and I'll have a cup of tea with a full tea service, silver spoons, and I'll just be sitting in the middle of a swamp drinking it, like the British used to do. That's what I want to do on the West Highland Way. Just find the most remote place and just have a cup of tea with a table all laid out. It'd be lovely. Now the sound is better. You're just far behind on chat. Yeah, okay. Can't win in the UK. Moan about the heat. Moan about the cold. Yeah, we always moan. It's part of our Britishness. We moan a lot and we like to join queues. That's what we do. We like to join queues. We don't know what the queues are for. We just join them. So my Saturday, though, was quite fun. We got to London quite early and I instantly took Mrs. Wayne to Liberty. You probably saw the video where they had this patchwork collection. She wanted to see that. Had a nice cup of coffee. And then things just went a bit weird after that, because when we went to see Hercules, they after all the best songs in the Hercules show, the black curtain come down and they said, we had technical problems, we're having to stop production. And then in the next song they did, again, screen came down, technical problems, I have to stop the production. I'm like, we're not going to see this. In the end, it did go on and it was fine at the end, but it was a lot of hassle. Plus, I spent 40. You saw me wearing that Hercules t-shirt. £40. That t-shirt was. Mrs. Wayne loves fridge magnets. £15 for a fridge magnet. Disney saw me coming, big time. It was a good show. But I mean, we enjoyed London. We had a field day there. Everyone likes the sound now. I wonder what I was doing wrong with that microphone. I need to have a check of that. Something's not right. You know what it might be? It might be the connection between that and that going into the computer. Don't know. Or it could be that this microphone is picking up the fan and you're hearing the whoomp of the fan. It sounded like Mike was rubbing against your shirt. Oh, right, okay. That's a good point. I didn't think of that. I'll have to watch the stream back and try and figure out it. I like to know what's going wrong. But you all know that when you see the Enterprise D video tomorrow, I've still got all of my special effects in there, the Q flashes. I've figured out how to do it on DaVinci. So basically, I'm saving myself £30 a month by not using Adobe, all because Adobe software no longer works on my computer. Stupid company decides to upgrade their software and break it, so I can't use it anymore. So it's their own loss. As I said, I mentioned this last time. Wayne, you can't be doing this. You can't be doing this. As I said last time, that I don't like being a beta tester for a company. If they want me to be a beta tester, they can pay me. And while we're on the subject, I was going to put this up right at the start of the stream anyway, because I was talking about the water companies and how Scotland has perfect water because they didn't they didn't privatise their water company. But at the moment, what you find in this country, I will shut up in a minute, but it winds me up that 8 months ago, everywhere was talking about the flooding. The farmers' fields, you saw Clarkson's farm, the farmers had a terrible harvest because of how wet it was. And now they're telling us that we're going to have a few days of summer, we're going to have hose pipe fans because there's not enough water. Really? Really? Oh, I don't know. Anyway, I've got off my little soapbox now. I can't help it. It winds me up. You know why it winds me up? Because I really take pride in my garden and I like getting the hose pipe on it and watering it.
And like, I've got 2 dachshunds downstairs who are wrecking the lawn, which trying to keep that in one piece is a nightmare. The least I can do is keep the plants alive. So, which unfortunately, Mrs. Runaway's in charge of all the internal plants in the house. And yeah, they're risking that. It's like Squid Game for plants in this house, because not they don't really survive very long. And talking about that, I'm on the last episode of Squid Game. I've been enjoying that as well. A lot of people didn't like that 3rd season, but I've enjoyed it. It's strange seeing light from outside in that room. Yeah, no, it is. Like, I've got the skylight open at the moment as well. But as I said, the nights are drawing in. So come August, it'll be dark at 9 o'clock. So have you got your Infinity Gauntlet issues? Adam, I haven't, but they're on their way. So I'm guessing that's going to probably appear Monday or Tuesday. So expect the Infinity Gauntlet next week. I am going to do every single stage together. I'm not going to, I tell you now, I'm not going to go through the magazines. I'm just going to do the build from stage 70 to 100, 30 issues in one massive video, because each stage has only got a tiny bit to do anyway. So I think I can probably go through the whole thing. I've got an idea how it goes together. But that's cool. Yes, 4X is still in Australia. The factory is not far from me. Wow. That's cool. Wayne is drinking Foster's like making love in a canoe. What? Okay. I don't even begin to know where to where to dissect that. Making love in a canoe? What does that mean? Right, okay. I gotcha. Thank you. That was well over my head. That was, but I got it. I got it in there now. Thank you. I think with a muffler, it needs to be close to you. Clip it to your specs. Might look bizarre, but quality sound. Really? Okay. I don't know. I'll have a play with it. Originally, I didn't have that muffler on, but I put it on because of the thing there. Have you seen only 4 packs of the Batmobile left? Really? They're packing the last issues in 7s, not 6. I wasn't aware of that. But you know what? The last box we had was massive bodywork panels. So it was a big old box. I'm glad that's been done now. I'm trying to think what else I've got. Look, the Superman logo. Everyone's got the Superman logo now. I don't think it's the new one though. It's not the James Gunn one. It's still the original, the best one, the Christopher Reeve one. The what's his little name? Richard Donner, the Richard Donner one. Wait, Dave, did you have the? No, you've asked me that, D. Crowley. I didn't. No. I got to see an early showing of Superman today. I enjoyed it. A good film, I thought. I've heard it's getting good reviews. I've heard if you're a fan of the comics, you're going to love it. If you're not, you're going to think it's a bit stupid, I think. But I will see for myself. I do have the option to see it in IMAX tomorrow, but it does mean that I've got to leave here at 10 to get to Basildon for like midday. But you know what? Sit down for this, because you're not going to believe it. I've never seen a film in IMAX. Never seen a film in IMAX. In fact, I say, tell a lie. When I went to Kennedy Space Center, I think I watched the space thing on an IMAX screen. But as for movies, never watched a movie on IMAX, so I don't know what that's like. From what I understand, you're close to the screen and the screen goes floor to ceiling or something. I don't know. Don't know. But they've got one in Basildon, so I might. I'll see how I feel when I wake up, because it's the drive down there as well. So that's what I drank from Firefly. Oh, any quotes from Firefly are more than welcome here, Darren. Australians wouldn't give a Castlemaine 4X for anything else. Yes, I remember that advert. Do you remember the advert for the guy who's in a tree injured and he's broken his leg and he's calling his friend? He's like, I can't remember his friend's name. And they're like, Dave, come here, Dave. He's like, I'm coming, man, I'm coming. He's like, quick, come here, I need you, man. And he's like, I'm coming. And when he gets there, he goes, you okay? He's like, yeah, Dave, I can see your house from here. G'day, old mate. G'day, Matty. See, drink the amber nectar and you start speaking like an Australian. Australia. Say Australia. It's better than water. What version of Warcraft do you play? I'm on War Within, Timothy boy. I'm actually still not 80 at the moment. I'm level 78. I will be max level soon. I'm normally max level like for 2 or 3 days after the launch, but I haven't played Warcraft in like 2 years. So I will get back on it again. I used to be, in Warcraft, I'm sorry if people don't play World of Warcraft, but I've got an achievement which I guarantee nobody else has got. and that is that I got the realm first for Inscription for Illustrious, and the one after that years ago. So, and I've still got that achievement now because I made a hell of a lot of gold scribing stuff. Make sure you change to a new AI. Grok is now a mega Nazi. I don't. I hardly use Grok now either. You know what? To be honest with you, Steve, social media at the moment, I haven't even really looked on it much. I do my usual automatic posting that I've got on my God. What are you Hootsuite at the moment that posts to all my channels? But I very rarely read much on social media. And when I do, that's why some people will post something. You'll see I liked it about 3 or 4 days after it's posted. But Dashman, no. I found the Costa Premium stands not worth the cost. Only good one was the New York fire truck. Well, I had the one from Chris Hurst, wasn't it? The Iron Man. But it was massive. It was massive. There was no way I could display that anywhere. I do not use these AI. I have enough brain to do the thinking myself. Yeah, I'm old school. I still use Google. Who's really old school? Who still goes and looks for an encyclopedia? I want to know something about bats. Let's go find the Encyclopedia B. Let me show you something. There's two. It should be in the retro room. I want to show you a couple of books which mean something really, really a lot to me, and you're going to think I'm crazy. 1 second. Okay. This is two of the best books you're ever going to see ever. Okay. This one, when I was a child, this is all I ever read, apparently. And as an adult, it's all I ever read as well. The Children's Encyclopedia of Our World, with all graphical stuff about how things work and all of that. And what's funny about this, it's got maps of the world and that and stuff. Tells you about how earthquakes happen and all of this. Like the map of Asia here. Half of these countries do not exist anymore. This came out in the 70s. Pretty crazy book. But anyway, this is my oldest, most treasured possession book-wise, apart from my never-ending story. But the other one, I think a lot of people are going to like this. Now, I've actually been in touch with the guy. He's still alive, believe it or not, because this came out early 80s as well. This is a guy called Alan Frank, and this is the movie treasury of horror movies. And some of the artwork in here is absolutely brilliant. Let me just show you some of this, and I'm sure you can name some of these films as well. I think that's the Christopher Lee and the Satanic Rites of Dracula. We've got one of my favourite ones in here. Anyone know the film there? That looks like I can't remember that film. That looks like a Hammar film. But anything to do with the old-fashioned horror movies, pretty cool. Look, like The Evil of Frankenstein. But there is, somewhere in here, stand by. They do the monsters at the end as well. So it's not just horror movies, it's horror movie monsters as well. Look, you've got Mysterious Island and all of that. And then finally, if I can find this. That one, do you remember that? Countess Dracula? That was pretty cool. And then finally, where is it? Come on, Wade. I want you to name the film, you see. It's in here somewhere. You've got The Mummy in here. Well, I don't think I can find it. It's definitely in here. I know it is. Unfortunately, no. Perhaps I can't find it. It's got an index. Stand by. Page 12. It was right at the start. There you go. Anyone know what film this is? That one at the bottom there. You all know what that is. Brilliant book. Alan G. Frank, really good guy as well. He's a good guy to teach to speak to as well. But yeah, I've owned that since the 80s. That really needs to stay in this room. Sorry, I was just geeking off then in my retro style that I do. Lou, how about the Dasher? Anyway, I'm watching from a hotel room in Glasgow. You're in Glasgow. You're in Scotland. Yep, in Scotland. Whereabouts in Glasgow are you? In the city centre? I love Glasgow. I can't wait to get back to Scotland. I said I'm back there at Christmas. So that's going to be fun. Agora Boncar, the Vanquish. Vanish. No, there's still no news from Agora Models about the Bond cars. I don't know what's happening there. Updates on the ISS. As I said, I've got 2 packs here to do. I might have 3 actually. I think I got one delivered today. 3 packs to do. But I will get those sales done first. Wait, send me a Foster's. The old ring pulls got banned because of school kids using them as weapons. Huh? How can you use a... What? Again, you're showing my age. How can a school kid use a ring pull as a weapon? I believe it or not, Foster's is one of the biggest selling lagers in the UK. I thought it was like Carlsberg or Heineken or something. I go by when I go into the local supermarket just to see what beer has got the biggest representation on the shelf, because normally that's what they're selling the most of. But you know, if I'm having it, this is a nice lager. But if I'm having a bitter, I do like my Boddingtons. I like Boddingtons big time. Aussies wouldn't be caught dead drinking Foster slop. I've heard that before, Matty. You know, I've heard that before. But you know what? All my Aussie relatives, that's all they used to buy when they used to come over to England. Pretty crazy. Wayne, when you do more of the Power Rangers, we need to hold those power buttons in. Put it in the hole and take a piece of tape on the outside, hold it in place to keep it fall down. I will do. Yeah, no, it's a definitely good idea. There's me. I make things hard for myself. As a matter of fact, Howard, I use that technique on tomorrow's video. You'll see for the Enterprise, because you will see. I don't mention it during the recording, but there's a couple of times I put all the windows in because I deliberately didn't want to use my helping hands, and you'll see my hand knock it and they all spill out. But you don't see me put them back in. But guarantee, whoa, what's happening here? Whoa. Are we still streaming? Okay, stand by. Oh, hang on a second. Stand by. Something weird just happened. Wow. YouTube Studio just said it ran out of memory and just cleared. But I think I've got it back. Hang on a second. I'm going to highlight someone's chat just to see stream balance. Yeah, we're back again. Wow. I don't know what happened there. I don't know where I was in chat. It's reset to CP Fan 78. Thanks to your problems on stage 19 with Darth Vader, I was prepared and fell down the pegs to avoid breaking off and then gluing the piece. I would have probably broke them off as well. Yeah, I broke them. And I broke that little thing as well. So 20 years later, brilliant. Oh, right. Okay, cool. I do want to see that big time. Yes, the D is back home and sitting in dry dock. Oh, good. And it survived the trip. Because you think about it, that went all the way to Louisville, all the way to St. Louis, was it? And then all the way back to North Carolina. It's done a 5-year mission, really, hasn't it? Phil Spruverse, he's got the Reliant on his channel. You've just started doing the Aztecing for that, I believe. I saw your social media post talking about social media posts for that. You still haven't had any packs of the ISS. That's interesting. I wasn't aware of that. Yes, I did want to see the Salt Path. I still haven't seen that either. God, it's terrible. Fantastic Four. That was the other one. I want to see Fantastic Four when it comes out. Used to be a big Fantastic Four comic fan back in the day. I used to collect 2 comics. Fantastic Four before the multiverse. When the multiverse came in, I lost interest on it because they kept repeating old stories. And then there was a DC comic. I think it was DC, Hawk and Dove. Don't know if anyone knows their comics. That was cool. Lobo as well was quite a fun one. I used to read. Did like my comics back in the day. Oh, it's Flying Ant Day today. I didn't see any Acington. Yeah, we couldn't tell Wayne's bread was blowing in the fan's breeze. Too much super glue holding it in place. Definitely. Tea and crumpets to discuss. Oh, bless. You have air conditioning. It's called open 2 windows and feel the cross breeze. You see his air coming through. So I take it there are places in America, and I'm talking places like Utah, Arizona, the places I can think probably get really hot. New Mexico, I guess, California, where people don't have air conditioning. There's got to be. And if that's the case, well, the air conditioning's on the blink. And if that's the case, how do you keep cool? I mentioned this last time. I think Loser said, get a wet towel on your head or something. Oh, the Adelphi sees me coming all the time. I don't think there's a bit of Back to the Future merchandise I got now. You know what was good about the Theatre Royal in Drury Lane, though, Will's Workshop? Talking about AC, it was air conditioned. A lot of the old London theatres aren't. They just haven't got the infrastructure to put air conditioning in there. But yeah, the Theatre Royal, air conditioning in there. I suppose it's because they've just had the show Frozen. Frozen just left to make room for Hercules to come in. So my friend and myself always crack open a beer when we reach the summit of a Munro. It has to be done when you're doing the West Highland Way. Oh no, definitely. I've got the. Do you remember you saw the little petrol can that we got from one of the Fast and Furious builds? I'm gonna put some of the rum in there, I think, or probably whiskey. We're in Scotland. I'll put a whiskey in there, one of my malts, and I'll have that. I worked with someone who got a Guinness World Record for the highest dinner party. They went 2/3 of the way up Everest. They had to take everything with them. They also wore that's the whole thing, Steve Emmer. Formal wear as well, you know, like the British had their red jackets, you know, perfectly buttoned up. You've seen is it The Meaning of Life? Where the guy gets his or is it now for something completely different? It might be in now for something completely different. Where the soldier's had his leg bitten off by a tiger and he's just making light of it. He's like, really? Oh, he's got. They're looking at the mosquito net with a massive hole in it. That's I want that whole thing. I want that, you know. Nothing phases you as long as you've got a T. Try putting the mic on your glasses. Well, yeah, that could be a fun thing there. I could try that. Perhaps the mic's got to be the other way. The grills are at the top there. I have to figure it out. Works different for my other lavalier, but I'll get it there. This is we're in a transition period on the World of Wayne channel at the moment as we use new stuff. Yeah, Adobe, they don't care. They don't care. Why would they put upgrades out? And it's not just Premiere. Their Photoshop software is terrible. I've never used their Photoshop professionally, if you like. I always use Corel's Paint Shop Pro. Your sound is like you have a noise filter on it. It sounds very compressed. Well, if I turn that off, that's the fan. And I probably have got a compression on thinking about it. So this microphone's got a compression on at the moment. So if I turn that compressor off, there you go. And just out of curiosity now, I just want to see how this one sounds. You can help me out with this. So what I'm going to do with the compressor off, I'm going to turn the compressor off on this microphone and tell me if this makes a difference. 1 second. Okay, I'm now on this one with no filters, no compression, no fan on my face. And how does that sound? Is that clearer? And if this was attached to me here, which is probably where it would be, how does that sound? Is it still muffled? I don't know. I've got no idea. But I will go back to the other microphone. Or we could do both and have an echo. Echo. No, there we go. So tell me how that sounds. I am putting this fan on though, because look, in the instant that I turn that off, I'm sweating. That's just crazy. Crazy heat. Oh, pardon me. It's the beer. I did appreciate your sarcasm with regards to the water ban. Many may not if they don't understand. Yeah, no. That's what I like about these streams from Wayne. No bro, no religion, just fun comments. Yeah, I try not to get political, but the water thing just gets me every time. Because I guarantee next month we'll have floods everywhere again. I don't get hosepipe banned with having ponds in the garden. Ah, very clever. Yeah, I will. I do want to get on the Titanic, but you know, I'll be honest with you. I keep looking at that one stage of the rigging doesn't bother me. I'll get on that. It's these decals. It's this whole thing that I really don't want to put the yellow line on it. But I know there's people out there that have been saying to me that they're having issues with the decals. So I feel compelled to, I have to put the decals on. I know some people have got the yellow vinyl. It's not really a yellow line, by the way. It's supposed to be sort of like a matte gold. But that's if there was a line. I still don't think there was. And I'm conflicted. That's the word I'm looking at. I'm conflicted. I need to motivate myself for that. It's okay, Wayne. They blame the climate change and water shortages on farmers. Yeah, Howard, it's your fault. You're using too much water for your crops. Is the Infinity Gauntlet going to be Wednesday stream? Probably not. No, I don't know what we're doing Wednesday yet. We've got as far as we can get on the Lotus. Just so you know, on the member stream this week, we were putting the John Player special smoking decals, the forbidden decals, on the Lotus 970. In the last stage, or the last 4 stages we've got to come, it's just the all bodywork, I'm guessing, that we're going to be putting on the top, and that build's done. And they have just re-released it now for you to get the 970 yourself if you wanted to do that. They've also now released the Lotus, not the Lotus, the Red Bull RB19. There was a pre-order on it. That's now being shipped out. So you'll be happy to know that shipping has started for that Red Bull. If someone did another part work for Star Trek ship, what would you like to see? The original Enterprise, definitely. In the same sort of scale as the Enterprise D. Although, you know, the Enterprise D was far bigger, wasn't it, than the original Enterprise? But I'd still like to see something that big. I don't know. Hi, Donnie. How's it going? You're on vacation, so you actually get to see the stream today. I need a holiday. I think we're going on holiday August 3rd, so we'll probably go down to see Chris down in the country, which has beaches that are so... They look like Californian beaches, so much so they use them in films as Californian beaches. Drinking Foster is more like riding a porcelain bus. God, it's a drink that not people that I like Foster's, and it's not a strong lager. It's 3.7%, so it is. It's like water. You're right. Oh, Wayne, you watch a movie in IMAX with DBOX. What the hell's DBOX? Seats in fun, feeling, shakes and movements. So what? So wait a minute. So like the Disney, it's tough to be a bug, you know, where you sit there. I don't know if anyone's been to Disney World and the seats move underneath you because it feels like the bugs are crawling underneath you. You're telling me cinemas have that now? Oh, my cinema doesn't. My cinema here, we've just got reclining chairs in and like reclining beds as well. We can have a bed if we want. But yeah, I don't know about moving seats. That could be quite interesting. An IMAX screen is almost as big as the one at Spruver's Ranch. Ooh. I might have to just try out this IMAX experience big time. I know we've got the Jaws coming out soon, haven't we? August in the UK. I don't know when it's coming out in the US. That could be fun on an IMAX. Are we back? I'm hoping we are. You lost everything. I don't know. We did have a crash there. I don't know what the crash was. You never drank lager, always bitter or Guinness if I wasn't on the rum. I like Guinness as well, this old grouse. I'm partial to a Guinness. If I'm out, I'll have a Guinness. Originally, this making love in a canoe is from Monty Python show. Ah, right, okay. Hello, Charlotte. How's it going? My daughter's on stream. My daughter got me obviously, for Father's Day, I've got the I Am Their Father. I've got a T-shirt that she got me for my birthday, which I'll probably wear tomorrow, actually. So you'll see it on the video. Is it the Dadalorian, the Fatherlorian? I don't know. I will show you. I'll show you that T-shirt tomorrow. Have you played Genshin Impact, Adam? I haven't played Genshin Impact, but my daughter's crazy on Genshin Impact. So the amount of emails and stuff I get on the game, she's playing it all the time. By the way, my Japanese is coming along. If anyone wants to know my Japanese journey, all the hiraganas, I know them all now. And now I'm doing the katakanas, which is the foreign words of Japanese language. They have 2 alphabets. And so I've been learning things like connecting nouns as well. So, watashi no Taugorochi wa Wayne desu. Namae Wayne desu. My friend's name is Wayne. I don't know. But yeah, I'm enjoying my Japanese at the moment. Mrs. Rhoda Wayne still looks at me and shakes her head saying, "Why are you learning Japanese?" Why not? Why not? You need to watch an IMAX film that has been made with IMAX film for the best experience. Bear in mind, many films have just been upscaled to fit. Oh, okay, John, as I said, I think the one I watched at Kennedy Space Center was made for IMAX. But yeah, I've never watched a movie on an IMAX screen, so that could be an interesting thing. You must try the Star Trek Online game. I used to play Star Trek Online, Trevor, years ago. And then Star Wars, the Old Republic came out, and you know me, I'm a sucker for a franchise. So I went over from Star Trek to Star Wars, and then I probably jumped back again. But then, I mean, when I was playing Star Trek Online, you had to pay for it. It's obviously free to play now. It's custom that everyone in my town wears sweaters that are just a size too small. We're a very tight knit community. Oh, Mark, that's terrible. You got a book weighing £7 entitled 1001 Things Every Child Should Know, printed in 1935. Wow. I bet that's cool. Sends Wayne's Encyclopedia Britannia 1917 edition with gold trim. Christopher Lee, aka Dracula. I mean, this book, I'm telling you, you've got scenes from the Gorgo. Do you remember that? And all of that. Now, I just remember seeing this. See, I don't know. Look, let me just show you. I'll just look, Phantom of the Opera there. Do you remember that? Right. This is what you've got to understand here. Let me try and find. Oh, look, it's all signed as well by the author. I'm going to try and just find a set. Right, okay, so Death Lives, Tales from the Crypt, Vault of Horror. Okay, right. My mum got me this when I was about 9 years old. So this is freaking me out, kind of thing. And it just became a book that I was associated with, like, I want to see that film now. So then when I was watching those films, like that Wicker Man. Well, did anyone get Wicker Man? With that Wicker Man, I was waiting for that scene to happen in the film. Spoiler alert. Do like it. I think Hammar brought horrors into the mainstream, maybe. Hammar horror's brilliant. Had been kind of bad here. Thought I had a hernia. CT scan turned out to be a mass on my right kidney. Oh my God, Craig. Not good. Go to urologist tomorrow. Wish me luck. Yeah, I do wish you luck. In our thoughts, Craig. Big time. I hope that's okay for you. It might be kidney stones, remember? Hopefully it goes okay for you. Foster's brewed under license by Heineken in the UK. I didn't know that. Foster hasn't been Australian owned in decades. It's owned by a British brewery now, but made in Japan. Wow, it's all over the place. So what's the drink of choice in Australia then, Matty? Is it the Castlemaine? You should just booted you from the stream. Yeah, I just had something weird go on the stream. That was weird. I don't know what that's about. YouTube did freeze. Oh, okay. Amber nectar and whiskey in Scotland. Well, you know what? When I'm up there, Jamesy boy, obviously the West Highland Way passes the Glengoyne distillery. I'm hoping to get some tester bottles of the Glengoyne single malt. So I'll have some of that bad boy when I'm up there. It sounds louder and somewhat crisp. Oh, okay. It sounds a lot better without any filters. Okay, well, I've turned all the filters off. There you go. Please don't attach tech to your head. You'll look. There's a YouTuber who's a rail enthusiast with his selfie cam, his headband. It's no, it gives me his alien face. Oh, you're talking about Francis Bourdois? Is that his name? That's not his real name. Yeah, I know the guy you mean. Paint the yellow on. I don't know. I don't want to put the yellow line on at all. The dead mouse fluff top on it shouldn't muffle it too much. In theatre, the actors often have mics attached to their forehead in their hairline. You see, yeah, you do see that, which is a bit. It didn't used to be that way, did it? I mean, we're off to London again in August because we're going to be seeing Phantom of the Opera. My daughter's crazy about Phantom of the Opera, so we're seeing Phantom of the Opera. So much so, she's so crazy for Phantom of the Opera that I mean, I've seen it loads of times. She's seen the film, she's never seen the show, but she made me. If I can just click on this one here, she made me print a Phantom mask for her. So have I not got it now? Oh, there we go. Look, so I put it on my I put it on my stunt head, as you can see. See that scan that Doug did for me in my head and printed out. It's the gift that keeps on giving. There's so many uses for my head. Pretty cool. Our content, it makes no difference to the taste, just how quickly you get drunk. True. Although I did try, you know what, at the Grand Prix, they were giving out the Heineken Zero. That's not too bad. Not too bad. You're also learning Japanese. Oh, konbanwa gozaimasu. Hajime mashite. Watashi wa. Or oi wa namae Wayne desu. Is that right? No. I'm supposed to say mine, so it's Watashi no. Watashi no namae wa ii desu. There we go. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I've caught up with chat. Can you believe this? I need to have a drink now. I've caught up with chat. Got an idea for Agora's next car model. Stephen King's Christine. So many people have been wanting that. I think it's a bit niche. I think it's very niche. I think, and you're going to think I'm crazy for suggesting this, and I think I've probably suggested it on the channel. I think a car that would do really well and bring a lot of people into the hobby that probably isn't there is the car from Greece. I don't know what it is. It looks like a Ford Supra, the same as Daniel LaRusso's car in the Karate Kid. I love that as well. That's a 1947, I think. But yeah, that car from Greece, not the one that takes off, not the white one. Yeah, yeah. I think that would do really well, big time. I wonder, can you get British beer in Australia? That's true. Showed a pic of you as Zaphod People Box. This is Ian last night. I don't know if I can find it. Hang on. Unless Ian, he put it on the part work upgrades thing. Stand by. So I had my head on my shoulder last night, like you do during streams. So Ian was, I don't know. I can't find it. It's not on there. Part work. Oh yeah, there it is. There it is. Let me, as you can see. He makes them so quick. He's so quick. Wonderfest next year will have a Wayne head table of different movie themes. Yeah, can you imagine that? Someone puts in the model room Wayne's head. I don't know how that's sci-fi or fantasy related. Yeah, Grease Lightning. I think it'd be a brilliant car to do. That and the Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. The problem with a mic attached to your collar is that the sound will change as you turn closer or farther away. If it's on your head, it's constant. Well, I'm hoping to have it on my lapel, or when I'm doing the walk, it will be on the strap that's going across me on my backpack, so it'll be here. And then obviously, if I want to use it, I can just turn it on. There we go. It's the Ford Deluxe, the 1948 Ford Deluxe. I think that would be a brilliant model to do. Down here, singing Grease Lightning, go, Grease Lightning, go. You know how it moves. Still planning on having a Wayne head in the Agora diorama. That would be mad. Did you see? I don't know if anyone follows Randy Cooper. He's building the Abyss ship at the moment, but he got a head scan. We all got head scans in Wonderfest thanks to our friend Doug. So Phil's got one. It's Reverse has got one sitting in his background. If you see, I haven't seen Lou print one out yet. Lou, have you printed your head yet? Randy's printed his head. Phil's printed his head. I printed my head. Lou, you need to print your head. It's a thing now. Lou could put his slutty sandy next to the grease car. I'm telling you, we're making it self. I'm going to start a campaign to get the grease car released. Take care, Mapper. The car from the movie car would be cool. Yeah, we're going to say goodnight. Take care, John Hay. See you later, mate. Could be Borg Wayne head. That would be cool. Make a Borg head on my head. I'll be happy with that. Why not a 1955 pink Cadillac? Yeah, that's a big car, though. That would be like the Ecto 1. You'll be wearing Odd Job's hat. Oh, Lee, has he? He showed his head. Oh, I didn't know. I haven't seen that. Where was that? Was that on one of his videos? Is that like a blink and you missed it thing? When is the next Brewverse challenge? Probably next year now, John Mortimer. We do these yearly now because they're so stressful. But there you go. Wait, we need Lou and Phil's heads so we can do the Three Stooges. Oh, bless. You got married in 1950 Pink Cadillac, Las Vegas. Oh, how cool is that? How cool is that? You know what I need? Because Mrs. Rhoda Wayne, you saw her embroidery machine here in the last 2 minutes. I'm trying to figure out a new logo for the channel. I want a logo that, forget the design, it basically says World of Wayne somehow, or even the initials, but I wanted it so that it can be embroidered, so it can't have too many colours, and it can't be too detailed, if that makes sense. And I've so many times I've been trying to design something, and I'm just having a nightmare. Either it's too intricate, or once I try and think about how the colours work, I'm like, it's not going to work in an embroidery machine. And, something that's here that you can recognise the logo straight away. If it's too busy, you can't. It's really weird. So that's the challenge that I'm doing on the channel at the moment for myself, or if anyone else wants to have a play around with it. I know Vince helped me out with my little icon, but a logo, hard thing. The problem with the World of Wayne logo I got at the moment is it's just too intricate. And if you try and shrink that down into like a cap size or embroidery, it can't handle it. So I don't know. I'll figure something out. Anyway, talking about figuring things out, I will figure this sound out for next week. I will get to figuring out how to use this thing properly. I think it might have been the filters, you're right. But as I said, tomorrow we have got the Enterprise D on the channel. Well, that should be fun. And then ET should be on the channel on Monday. But everybody, have an absolutely brilliant weekend. If you're in the UK, stay out the sun because it's going to fry you. Other than that, take care. See you later. Bye.